Yeah, good day. Today we're talking about how to use support and resistance to trade the financial market. So actually talking about the support and resistance, we can still call it demand and supply, the demand and the supply levels or zones. So they are the same thing, whichever which you want to use, maybe the demand and supply or the support and resistance. But for the purpose of this video, we'll be using the support and resistance because I believe that's the most common one among traders, and that's a little bit easier for everyone to understand. And I'll be trying to explain it step by step so you get everything we'll be talking about today. I'm sure a lot of you must have heard of the word demand and supply, support and resistance. I'm sure you must have heard of the word. So if I should ask like what really is support and what's resistance, you might have an idea of what support is. So let me just give you a general idea of what support is. A support is like a price level where a downtrend can be expected to pause due to concentration of buyers, due to demand of buying that particular asset at that particular zone. So what I'm trying to say is, when you say support, support is like a level in the market where a down thing you expect it to pause because at that level, there are a lot of concentration of buyers at that level. So how do you know there's concentration of buyers at that level? So let's just mark something similar. This is not sure. Something like let me mark something like this, or let me just take it back. Somewhere around here now. Looking at this level, this is a level of support. This is what we call support. Why is it called support? Is because of what? When you look at it from this particular zone, right, you can see that what when the market got to here, there was what buying pressure. When they go back to that same level, there was another buying pressure. Getting there again, buying pressure, buying pressure, and buying pressure. So that is what we call what support. So it become a support because it's like a level where what the price of that market cannot really go below it. And when you say something is it can't break above below something, that means that is what's acting as a support to what to that particular price band or that particular price level. So that is why it is called a support. And on the other hand, when you say resistance, resistance is like the opposite of support. Resistance to be to the upper one, the upper band, which is something around this level too. Let me see, take it to that same level so it can be clearer. Let me mark it. Okay, good. So when you get something around, they can see that when the market got here, there was what downturn, getting back to that level, down again, down again, down again, again and again. So actually, this doesn't really happen often, but at least I'm glad you can see a very good example right here now. So that is what is called a resistance. A resistance is like the opposite of support. It's like a price level where there is serious selling pressure at that particular place. Why is the selling pressure? Let's say in a general term, you noticed when the market gets to get to this particular zone, there was selling pressure. As a trader, you'll be waiting for the market to get to that particular zone again so you can sell the market, because you believe at that price, that's where most people are ready to sell their own. Get to that price, most people want to sell that particular market. So that's why it's called a resistance. So resistance is just like telling you, okay, there's high level of sellers at this level. So you can sell this market, because you're doing what most of us are trying to do, just to move along with the trend of the market. We are not trying to force the market to move in our own way. We are trying to predict the market likely movement. So that's what it's called it's called a resistance. But still, a resistance model, something like if you look around here and I can see what this actually move above the resistance before coming back. That's what's called a force breakout. But for the purpose of this video won't be covering the force breakout or the any other strategy. We are just going to be talking about the support and resistance, and what do you put into consideration before you trade the support and resistance level. That is what we'll be talking about in this video. So before we start, if you're new to this channel, this is the first time you're coming to my channel. This is Forex Network. All we do in this channel is talk about trading, talk about Forex, talk about stocks, talk about the volatility market. We still go ahead to talk about the boom and crash market. We go ahead to talk about the cryptocurrency. So whatever it is that you trade, so longer you're trading the financial market, so longer you follow the charts, then this channel is for you. So to make sure you get the latest info from this channel, please gonna do a favor by clicking on the subscribe button in the red icon, and the bell icon beside it is very important because that's what gets you notified once we post another video. And of course, while watching this video, if you find it important, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. So now you've heard that, and now you've know what support and resistance is. Let's continue into how do you trade support and resistance. Okay, so first, even before we go into trade support and resistance, it's necessary for you to know how can you mark support and resistance. Remember, support and resistance, it doesn't really have to always be let me say in a line like this or a line like this. A moving average can act as a support and a resistance. You can still use a trend line as a support as a resistance. Let me for some instance. What we just want to see is where the market respects, where the market show signs of buyers and sellers concentration. So let's just do something like this. Let me use something around this level. Sorry, please, that's my dog. Okay, let me use something around this level. Let me mark the resistance. Let me mark the resistance. Okay, here's the resistance. Sorry for the distraction, that's my dog. Okay, good. So zooming this market now, you can see that when the market gets to this particular low zone, there was buying pressure. When it got above here, there was selling pressure. When it got to this level, there was buying pressure. So that is exactly what we are looking for. We are just looking for that zone where the market seems to have concentration of buyers and concentration of sellers. So that is what you are looking for. It mustn't necessarily be maybe on a straight line where we can use a rectangular shape, or it doesn't necessarily have to be on the trend line. It can be any manner. It can come in any shape. At times, you can have it in circular. Let me see if we can see the circular form. Let me see if we can see the circular, something like head and shoulder. Okay, I think I can see something like that around here. Let me see if I can use the circle. So let me see if I can use the ellipse. Okay, I think this is not working. So let me just use this. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. You can see something around this level now. So that's what I think. If you see it around when the market got said, that was buying pressure here, buying pressure here, buying pressure here. Then when they got around it, there was selling pressure. So that they got to our next fix, which is our support. Most time when it get broken, it becomes a resistance level. So that's what you should know as a trader. Once the support level gets broken automatically, and you don't just wait for it to get broken, because most times that's what we call fake breakout, just as we saw earlier. Let me see if I can see something around there again. Okay, good. Here's a fake breakout. So something like this now. And you can see it actually has a retest of that zone before going up and then coming back into that zone. So that's more like a fake breakout. But still, so now how do you trade the support and resistance level? I said earlier, what you want to see is when the market gets to maybe the support level, you look for buying pressure. How do you look for the buying pressure? You focus on the candlestick formations at that level. You focus on the momentum which you're having at that particular zone. Okay, let's say something around this level. Now, let's say you're trading around this level. So what you want to see? You want to see that the bears are gradually losing momentum, because remember that's the support level. So you want to see sign that the bulls are now ready to take over the market. When I say the bulls, I mean the buyers. So what you want to see is larger candles of the buyers and smaller candles of the sellers, and that's exactly what we had around this particular level right here. You can see these sellers candles is getting smaller by smaller until where this green sharp candle came into the market. Let me move so you can see clearly. This particular green one came into the market, telling us that the buyers are now are still at this particular zone. So then you can do you can go along with that market and buy that. Assuming you had bought this market at that level, you can see where your profit would have been. So that's exactly how to trade it, the support level, and same happen to the resistance. When you get to the resistance, what you want to see is you want to see these buyers losing momentum, and of course the sellers showing more momentum than the buyer. And once you can see that, you can also go short on that particular zone. Remember, your candlestick analysis is very important when trading support and resistance. You don't just go into the support. You don't just end up buying support and selling resistance because it's there. Why? You have to wait for candlestick formation. And if you don't know much about candlestick formation, you can check my description. I have dropped the link for previous videos on candlestick formation, or probably after this video I'll still give a video where I'll be talking about the candlestick formation. So that's it for the support and resistance. That's actually how you used to trade it. So now let's go into the another one now. How do you trade it? Let me say when the support get broken, what happens to it? When the resistance get broken, what happens to it? And that's what brought us to it. So this is our new level. Let's say something. Let's use this one. Let's do something around this level. You can see this level when this particular one got broken around here. There was, let me use this. When it got broken around there was a test of that particular level before what going up again. So that shows what that become our resistance, it has become our support. Remember, it was a resistance around here. At this level, when it got broken, it became what? It became a support. So once the resistance gets broken, it tests that level, and you can see the market wasn't able to enter into that particular zone again. Then that means that what it's likely to what to continue in that particular market direction. Remember, trading support and resistance is like trading against the trend, because when you get to a support, you want to buy the market. That means the market was selling, but now you're waiting for the market to get to that level so you can buy the market. And when you get to the resistance, that means the market is currently what buying. So what you want to do is what you want to sell it. So now if they have to break above that level, that means break above that support. What you wait for the market to keep moving above that support, then show signs of what of pullback, just as we had around this particular level. So once you see that, they can know that what that's the level of that the market has respected to be our new level of support. Remember, it was the resistance, and I said what when the resistance gets broken and the market comes back to that particular resistance, but was not able to enter into that particular zone. That's make it what our new level of support for us to also pay attention to. So let's check that out again. Let me see use the one I used previously. Okay, I think this was what I used previously. Let me see if I can see. Okay, this is the end of this. Let me see if I can see where. Okay, I think let me just use this one. Let me use this one. Okay, you can see it around this particular area. Remember, it was a resistance around there, right? When it got broken here, it got broken here. There was a test of that particular zone. Let me zoom it so you can see it clearly. There was a retest of that particular zone around this particular level. I can see that was the low momentum candle which I talked about earlier. I can see that there was indecisiveness. Either the buyers or the sellers was winning until the sellers came into the market, telling you that what the sellers are not ready to come in contact with this market. So now you can see another level of our new level of let me say support now, this level. You might to support here, so it becomes our support here. So coming back to that particular zone right here, so it becomes our resistance. And of course you can go short on this market because it has showed that this particular level is valid. So that is it. So once the support level gets broken, you wait for a retest. Retest doesn't really mean it must get to that particular zone. But what you're waiting for is you want to see the market show signs of pulling back, show signs of people taking profit on that market, but still not able to get into that particular zone which it left around there. So once that happens, then it can continue to short the market in the. If it was in short, you continue to short. If it was in long, you continue to go long on that particular market. Good. So listen now, because what I'm about to say now is actually very important. If you're trading support and resistance level and there wasn't to be a fake breakout, how do you even know a fake breakout? Though I'll be talking extensively about fake breakout, but for the purpose of this, let's still go into the fake breakout. Let's say something like this now. How do you know this is a fake breakout? Let's zoom the market so you can see clearly. Remember, I said that what you want to see is the sellers was coming in. What you can see is indecisiveness. They followed by the sellers coming in around there. And of course, you can see again is the buyers going back into that particular zone. This shows that this is actually a fake breakout. So assuming you had entered this market, put your stop loss there, you will have actually getting stopped. Remember, no strategy is 100% perfect. So don't let this make you feel support and resistance doesn't work. If you can focus on just trading support and resistance, remember it mustn't always be a rectangle. It can be a trend line. You can use a moving average to be your support and resistance. If you don't have to use all that, I have a video on all those ones. You can check my previous video where to know how to use the support and resistance. So that is exactly how to use support and resistance to trade the financial market. Once you have the idea of where the price is, where the buyers is, of course, always be there to look out for a candlestick analysis, to look out for the candlestick formation at that level. And if you can see a profitable one that gives you good signal to go in direction which the support and resistance tells you, then you can go in that particular direction. Okay, so that said, I really wish this was very helpful. because let me just do first a recap of everything I've said earlier. I said support is a level where what where buyers are likely to come into the market. So which is this level? Because you can see it, buyers came here, buyers came in here, buyers are here, buyers are here. And again, when support gets broken, it becomes a resistance around here. So those are the major ones. Just put that in your mind. Once support get broken, it becomes a resistance, meaning what? When the market gets there again, there's like high level of what? Of sellers coming into the market. And the thing happen to resistance. When resistance gets broken, it becomes our level of what? Our level of support. So that's it for this particular market. That's it for this particular video. I really wish this was useful. Remember, if you haven't subscribed, the subscribe button is still very important. That's a way to support this channel and let us know that we are actually giving out information and what helping the community of people that have subscribed to this channel. So please, you're gonna click on the subscribe button in the red icon, and don't forget the bell icon beside it, because that's what gets you notified once you post another video. And remember, Saturdays are weekly analysis. We'll be dropping our weekly predictions for the next trading week. And please don't forget, give this video a thumbs up and use this comment section for your comments. And if in any way you don't have a broker, or maybe you're looking for a broker where you're confident about, you look for a broker where you know your money is safe, you can check in the description. I've left a broker there where I've been trading with for years now, and I'm sure they are actually very good in what they are doing. So just check the description. They also have a free demo account where you can practice before you go in with your real money. Once again, thank you so much for actually coming to my channel, and once again, thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget, Saturdays are weekly analysis, and of course, we see you on Saturday with another video. Thank you. Bye.